Good morning, everyone. It's Coach Jamie, and we're over here at Rochester Hills Fit Body Boot Camp. Coach Heather is sleeping on the job. We've got to wake her up. We've got coffee and tea talk. Coach Heather, we've got coffee and tea talk.
I was not expecting that. What time is it?
You're sleeping on the job. It's almost 8 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Get your
I
tea.
need my chai.
Get ready. We've got important stuff to talk about.
Okay. Are we on?
We are on.
Oh, hello. Coach Heather.
Coach Jamie.
Today we have coffee talk, and what is our subject today, Coach Jamie?
Nutrition.
Awesome. So we're going to begin by asking a question that many others have. What are macros? What does that mean? It sounds so complex. What is it? How do you do it? How do you follow? What do you do? Okay, it's simple, right? So just take a deep breath in and exhale out. It's very simple. Macros are carbs, fats, and proteins. So, Coach Jamie, can you explain a little bit more?
Yes. So examples of carbs are going to be that sweet potato, banana, any fruits you have, even vegetables have carbs in them. Less carbs, but they've got some carbs. Carbs are simply used as energy in our bodies. Don't overthink it. That's all it is. Fats are going to be regulating hormones. They're going to be for cell growth. They're really important overall to have enough fats in your diet. So when you hear low fat, no fat, and you think it's better, not always. Fats, you can find fats in nuts. You can find them in oils, say avocado, sunflower oil. You can also find them in, actually those are the big ones. Oils and nuts, and yes, there are lots of different oils.
Yes.
So you can always pick your poison there. All right, last one we've got is protein. Protein, you can find that in lean steaks, chicken, turkey burger, fish, eggs. You can find protein in a lot of different places. Things to know that they're really important to build and repair muscle.
That's it. That's all that macros is. So if you hear macros or macronutrients or I'm on this type of plan, that's all it breaks down to. So now you know what macros are. Next up, we have BMR.
Whoa, what's a BMR? BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. Really fancy term for, take myself for instance. I'm 160 pounds, so at rest, my body burns about 1,500 calories. That means if I did nothing for 24 full hours, but sleep and watch Netflix, my body's gonna burn 1,500 calories. And that's not including getting up and walking to the refrigerator, my workout during the day, my what it takes to digest my food, because that also burns calories too, which is a huge win for us. That's none of that. So my body is going to, at a baseline, burn 1,500 calories. Everyone has a baseline, a basal metabolic rate, and we'll talk more later on how to calculate that.
A couple of tips when it comes to nutrition and eating at certain times of the day. Breakfast is actually the most important meal of the day, and here's why. When we go to sleep, our body goes into a fasting state, which also means your metabolic rate starts to slow down, and it's also in a fasting state. So when you wake up, you want to break the fast by having breakfast. As soon as you wake up, don't skip a meal and wait for lunch. Don't wait hours. Don't only get coffee and not eat something nutritious, because again, you want to get your metabolic rate working for you at optimal results. So in order to get there, you have to have breakfast right when you wake up. Get your body out of that fasting state again by eating a nutritious breakfast. And one more misconception about carbs. So when it comes to carbs, many people think less is more. Would you say?
Yeah, I would say that's a common misconception.
Okay, so with that, carbs, as Coach Jamie mentioned, is energy. Carbs equals energy. You want to make sure you fuel your body with energy, so you want to get your carbs in, but you want to have them earlier in the day or pre or post workout, because whatever doesn't get used as energy will get stored as fat. So if you have your carbs later in the day and then you go to sleep, that will get stored as fat. So again, eating carbs, very important, but you want to have it earlier in the day or pre or post workout.
Coach Heather brings up a really good point of whatever is not used earlier in the day is going to be stored as fat, but that's actually for all macronutrients. Say that I use my 1,500 calories and I ate an extra 500 calories because I worked out that day. So I already ate 2,000 calories. Say at the end of the day, I want to even have just like fruit and some Greek yogurt. That's now going to be stored as fat because I've already taken in all the calories that I need to restore my body. So not just macronutrients are important, it's really important to calculate all the calories because as we know, calories in versus calories out, that's how we burn that fat as well.
You actually bring up a great point. Do you know how many calories lost it takes to lose a pound? How many calories equates 1 pound, Heather? See, I'm still ice. My chai hasn't kicked in yet.
Let that caffeine kick in. I'll answer this question. 3,500 calories. So what that means is that you have to have a daily deficit of 500 calories throughout the week to be able to burn 1 pound.
So when you hear fitness professionals say healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week, that's why. So it's scientifically proven, and that's where you want to be if you're looking for a weight loss. Oh, we got portions.
Portion sizes. How much of these macronutrients am I supposed to be eating, Heather? I don't know how to eat protein, fat, and carbs. Can you please teach me?
Absolutely. So protein equals 1 serving is your palm. So this area, let me put my chai down. This area is for protein. And Coach Jamie, vegetables?
Vegetables, that's gonna be a full fist, all right?
Fist. So this amount per serving, serving of carbs.
If you can fit that rice into your cupped hand, then you're good to go. Rice or quinoa or the I know it. I see it. It's it's a potato. Wait,
potato?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. One of my favorites. Yes.
Words are hard before that caffeine really kicks in. So if you can fit that sweet potato in your hand, you're good to go. And then we would talk about those oils. Thumbs up for oils. All right. But if after you've had your serving of all of those macronutrients and you're still hungry, double up on veggies. I can promise that you're not going to diminish your results by eating some extra veggies.
Awesome. We hope that we gave you many good tips and ways to either kickstart your nutrition or make little tweaks and ways to implement. So we're going to end off with ways to implement what we just spoke about. So first thing you want to do is, like Coach Amy was talking about, the basal metabolic rate. You don't have to calculate that on your own. There are many apps out there, and we use MyFitnessPal. So MyFitnessPal, you will be required to put in your height, weight, activity level, and then it will generate how many calories you should have in a day. So if you want to use that to log your meals, just to make sure that once you're on the right track and you know everything is falling into place and everything looks good, you can lose that and simply go based off portion sizes like we talked about. So using the cupped hand or the palm or the finger, so you can do that as well, or your fist. And then in addition to that, in MyFitnessPal, for weight loss, you want to set your macros. So your goals, again, like we talked about, you'll click on macros and you'll select 40% for carbs, 30% for protein, and 30% for fats. And that is for healthy weight loss. And one final tip, Coach Jamie?
Meal prep. It sounds really, really, really hard and fancy, and how the heck do we do it? It's simply putting those portion sizes we talked about, using your hand for the carbs, fats, and proteins, putting them in little containers and literally microwaving them the next day. That's all meal prepping is. You can meal prep every single day. Coach Heather's got a big old family of 5, 3 kiddos at home, so she cooks on a daily basis. Myself, I've only got 2 to cook for, so I'm gonna use that microwave for the next day after I meal prep on Sundays. Find what works for you. Meal prepping is literally just planning for success as far as your nutrition. Don't overthink it, and don't let anyone tell you that it's a big fancy thing that only personal trainers do, because everyone can do it.
Awesome, thank you. If you have any questions, please comment, and if you know anyone that might find this helpful, please share this video as well. Have a rockin' day. Woo!